Hey everyone. So I wanted to do a quick monthly update on my son. He is 8.5 months old right now. Um, he, ever since about, let's see, in between 6.5 months, he was starting the motions of crawling. Well, he finally mastered that around 7 months and has been full on crawling since 7 months. The past 2 weeks, about 2 weeks ago, he finally learned, he mastered pulling up. So he's been pulling up on everything, our TV stand, our couch, anything he can find to pull himself up on, he pulls himself up on. And he's also now, he'll like reach out for your hands, and if you let him grab onto your hands, he walks to you, and then he'll do like a little turnaround and walk, you'll help him walk back to his little play table that he has. So I honestly think he's going to be an early walker, because it seems like he's been doing everything a little early. My sister, she walked at 10 months, and then my husband and I know I walked at a year, and then he walked at a year. But it seems like today's kids, they're doing things a little earlier than usual. Because crawling, I don't think is supposed to, typically it's not supposed to kick in until like, I don't know, 8 or 9 months, maybe? I don't know. Is it 8 or 9 months? Because I know quite a few babies who are his age or a little older that still aren't crawling. And I know his doctor had said that they took that out of the milestone development for the guidelines on, baby development, that they used to have crawling in there, but they took that out completely. I guess a lot of babies are just passing crawling up completely, and they're just going from, nothing to walking. But I honestly do think that he's going to try to start walking soon, because he's persistent. He loves to keep doing, the same things over. He loves to stand. He'll stand up at his toy box. He'll crawl over to his high chair, and he'll pull himself up in there, and he'll stand. He stands at his play table. We've had him, we put him in his jumper that we bought. We started putting him in there at like 3 months old, I think. So he's been standing, that whole time. So I'm guessing that maybe that has helped strengthen his legs a little more, just by standing in there. What else? He's been eating solid food since 6 months old. That's when we started it. I know a lot of people want to start solids at like 4 months old, but breast milk is the best thing for him. So obviously I was going to do that for as long as possible, and I'm still breastfeeding him. I plan to continue that until he's about a year old. Depending on if I want to continue to go past a year, I will. If not, then I'll stop at a year and start to wean him. So he eats solids. He eats about 2. He'll eat breakfast. Usually that's either the baby yogurt or some kind of fruit. I'll feed him fruit. He loves apples. He loves pears. I usually put those in, I'll slice them up, and I'll put those in those little mesh feeders. And then, let's see, he eats lunch. No, it's more of like a dinner. I started out completely, steaming his food and pureeing it, because I had the baby bullet. So I was doing that, but it doesn't seem like it makes enough. It makes like just 1 serving, and then that's it, which, I guess it's cheaper, but it's kind of more of a, not a hassle, but it's just easier, I guess, to buy those. I've been buying the organic, either the Sprout, Plum, the Ella's Kitchen, or there's one more that I buy, I think, and they're all the organic ones, and he loves those. So for lunch, I'll just do one of those pouches. Like right now, it's Happy Baby. Right now he's got the Happy Baby pouches, and I think the flavor, there's one, it's called like Chick Chick and then Gobble Gobble, and he loves those. So that's what he'll eat because I usually give that to him close to 5 in the afternoon. So I guess that's his dinner along with, breastfeeding. He still eats, he's still breastfeeding about roughly every 3 hours. There's some days, if we go out and about and, he's perfectly fine, then we'll go a little longer than 3 hours. Like I told my husband, he doesn't need, he's not a newborn anymore. He doesn't need to eat exactly every 2 to 3 hours anymore like he used to. So usually we get up for the day at 7:30. Lately he's been sleeping until about 7:30. So he'll get up at 7:30. We'll change his diaper. He'll breastfeed. He goes in his jumper for a few minutes, and I feed him his yogurt or his fruit. And then he does like floor time, plays with all his toys until about, say if he got up at 7:30, I'll usually start getting him ready for nap around 9:15. And, I just changed his diaper. Usually I'll just keep him in a onesie and then put his sleep sack, because he has a fleece sleep sack that he sleeps in overnight. So I usually just put him in that along with his onesie. And then his naps, they vary a lot. Some days he'll nap for an hour in the morning. Some days it'll just be 30 minutes. Yesterday, he only took 2 naps total for the day, and each one was about 30 minutes. Today, though, let's see, he took his morning nap around 9:30. He slept until 10:45. And then he is down for his nap right now. He went down about 12:40, 12:45. And so he's asleep right now, and then he'll wake up whatever time he wakes up. I don't know. It could all depend. 1:30, 1:45. It could be in 5 minutes. You never know. So then I didn't tell you, I feed him so I fed him at 7:30 breast milk, and then 10:30 I feed him, and then at 1:30 or whenever he wakes up from nap is when he'll get breast milk again. And then he gets breast milk at 4:30, and then around 5 is when he gets his pouch. And he usually takes about 2 or 3 naps a day, so he'll probably squeeze in another nap around 3, and that one's usually a shorter nap. That one maybe 30-45 minutes. And then he does all his playtime, floor time, crawling and standing up and everything until about 6:30, and then 6:30 we start getting ready, a bath and feeding, and then he is usually in bed by 7:10. Lately he has been waking up 2 times a night, and around 4 months he was sleeping from 7 until 4:30 in the morning, and then he'd go back to sleep until about 7. But lately he's been waking up 2-3 times a night. For the past week now, it's about 2 times a night. And he eats, goes right back to sleep, and then it's been every 3.5 hours that, like if he goes to bed at 7, he'll sleep until 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, He eats and then he goes back to sleep until about 3 or 4. He eats and then he goes back to sleep until about 7:30. I'm not sure if it's like a growth spurt or if it's the thing that they call the sleep regression, because there's a 9-month sleep regression, and I know he's only 8 months, but he can go through those early. That, and he's also got 4 teeth coming in up top, and he's got his 2 teeth that he got at 4 months. So I don't know if the messed up sleep is just because of either growth spurt, the sleep regression, or all the teeth coming in, or it could be a combination of like everything. So yeah, I mean, he doesn't go to daycare. He's with me every day, and I like that. I like him being with me when he's this young. I mean, when he gets a little older, of course, he'll have more time to go, to daycare, to interact with kids and everything like that. But right now, since he's my first, I just want him by me, and, I think that's understandable. And I mean, it's cheaper this way also, for me to stay home with him and not have to worry about daycare costs, because daycare costs are expensive. What else is new with him? He's been saying dad ever since probably 5 months. He just dad. Everything is dad. And he loves to scream it. I've been trying to get him to say hi, or, there's sometimes it sounds like he says hey. So I don't know if that's just another sound he's making, or if he's actually saying hey. He is not saying mama yet. I've been working on that. I've been doing sign language. I've been trying to teach him sign language for about a month and a half now. I'm just basically doing like all done. Recently I started more milk and water. Those, the past week I started those, so I don't know exactly when he'll pick up on those, or if he will. I guess it all depends. Like I said, I've been doing the all done. I've been doing that for a while now, but I haven't seen him do it. But I don't think that babies usually pick up on sign language until a little later. What else? I'm gonna pick up some washable paint and different things so he can get more, sensory items like soft pom-pom thing, things to hold in his hand, rougher feeling stuff, paint to see if he can, just do that kind of stuff. Get him used to that, because, I mean, I used to work in a daycare, and in the infant room, that's what they do. I mean, they paint. Of course, they're being assisted by the teachers, but, they help them paint. Just different, all sorts of different sensory items, just to get their senses going. What else? He loves his puppies, even though they're not puppies. They're adult dogs. We call them puppies, and he loves them. He gets the biggest smile on his face, and he laughs, and he loves to pet our little dog. She likes to just walk by him and lick him in the face, and he gets the biggest kick out of that. So he likes doing all that. He loves looking at them. He's just a very happy baby, and I love watching him grow up. It's the best thing ever, but it's also so sad because he doesn't want me to cuddle with him anymore. But I mean, he's never been the biggest cuddler. He's always been, like, as a newborn, he really did not like to be held like a newborn, like a baby, like, you got his head here and everything like that. No. He always wanted to, like, sit up, and he's a big boy. So it's sad for me because he's my first, and all I want to do is just cuddle with him and love on him, and he's just getting to the big boy age, and now with crawling and, the start of standing and walking and everything like that, of course he doesn't want anything to do with anybody. He just wants to explore everything. So, I mean, he'll get to that point where he'll become a mama's boy or something like that, or maybe he won't. You never know. I mean, I guess it just all depends on every child. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do these every month. This one I kind of combined a little bit of 7 months in with it, but it was mostly 8 months. I guess I can, I mean, this is my very first video doing a monthly update, but, I mean, I guess I can do like an 8-month belly, not like a full belly shot, but an 8-month belly shot, just so you guys can see what, what I'm dealing with. I got these, my pants are, I mean, I'm back to what I was, those are not stretch marks right there, those are, but, so, I mean, this is, I mean, it's just really soft. I mean, I didn't gain that much. I gained 25 pounds with him. So, but I was all belly. I had this huge belly, and so about a month and a half, 2 months after giving birth, or after my C-section, I was already back down to my pre-pregnancy weight. So I don't have a scale anymore. Ours isn't working anymore, but I haven't weighed myself in probably 2.5 months. So I don't know. I mean, I know my clothes do not fit me very well anymore. They're all way too big. My jeans, I'm constantly pulling them up. When these jeans, they used to be pretty tight on me before I got pregnant. And I mean, a lot of the shirts that I used to wear that were tighter, they don't fit very well anymore either. They're really loose, and they just don't hang very, very nicely anymore. And another thing is, my body overall, it feels like it's shaped differently. I don't know. Do you guys have that feeling? I don't know. I feel like my stomach, even though I have all, the softer, jigglier stomach, some shirts fit better than they did before I got pregnant, which I don't know, that doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know. Do you guys have that issue, or is that just me? I don't know. It makes me think that after having him, my body shape is different. Like, my hips don't feel as big, but I don't know. It's just weird to me. Let me know if you guys have noticed anything like that after having a baby. Does your body feel like it's shaped different? Does your stomach feel different? Do you fit in clothes that you previously didn't fit in? Stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to do this every month, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.